Wake up everybody, time to start a new day. Wake up all the children and whatever, I don't know the words. What's up, it's your man Rico. World's gonna know many places, all in our hands, wherever we can. The world won't get no better at all. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride. The beauty of. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. All right. I should start off with that song. It's your man RicoThe Opinionist. Whew. Just enjoying the weather. And I just want to share this with you. I'm trying to speak slowly. I'm going to take my time with this one. If you got somewhere to be, go ahead. I don't mind. Just watch the playback, hell. But please remember to like, share, subscribe, or go on over to my YouTube channel. It's going down. Now, thank you to those of you who have been subscribing in the last week or so. I'm up. We're going to get to that 1,200 subscribers. I probably need 2,000 because I think the YouTube rules have changed. But I still need 4,000 watch hours. So y'all go over there and watch my videos. Give me 4,000 watch hours. So we can go ahead and turn it into like a podcast. We can talk to each other. I'll get the phone lines up and we can talk. That's my ultimate goal. That's what I want to do with my YouTube channel. Making a call-in talk show. We can call in and share our thoughts. Because black radio is kind of boo. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to get to my topic. Look, like, share, and subscribe. The title of this particular video is Keep street rappers out of elementary schools. You can extend that to middle schools. You can extend that to high schools as well. Now all of a sudden my connection is slow. Now, because I saw a video of this rapper, NLE Chopper. He was reading, I guess he wrote a children's book. And some principal invited him, or a school teacher invited him to come and have, I guess, a reading hour to look like kindergartens or first graders. And that just really didn't sit well in my spirit. Oh, glory. Come on, somebody. It didn't. Because I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of tired of us, our community, as it relates to how we promote a lot of negativity, promote and reward a lot of people who behave badly in our community, in our race. I'm over it all because they're famous or they're rich. And I don't like that. So let me do my whole spiel. You know, we've also seen Sexy Red invited to schools. Glorilla invited to schools. See, just these the horrible people. Just all together. I'm about to cross the street, y'all. I'm going to take my time. I don't trust these lights. I hope the wind doesn't block my sound. But, you know, so when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute. And I've been kind of following this little particular one. I guess he's trying to change or whatever. I don't know. All I know is, when I was a kid, let me let y'all know, I was in the first grade in 1976. I started off at Wells Station, I guess over the Mitchell Heights, wherever Wells Station is. I forget where it's located. I went to elementary school. I went to first, second grade there. Then I went to Hollywood Elementary in Hollywood, North Memphis, you dig, 3108. Third and fourth grade. Then I went back. Then I went to Kingsbury, fifth and sixth grade. Then 7th, 8th, and 9th grade, three of the most glorious years of my school years. 7th, 8th, and 9th grade was spent at my wonderful, the iconic, the legendary Cypress Junior High School. Now it's called Kip Academy, or I don't know what it's called now, but it's not the Cypress of the early 80s. And the late 80s, I guess, as well. It was just 80s, 70s, 80s. Cypress Junior High was all that. So I hopped that up to say that when I was in elementary school, the people that they used to bring to our school to talk to us as elementary school age kids, it was like a fireman, police officers. They were referred to as officer friendly. And I remember them also bringing in like paramedics, people that kids could look up to who are positive role models and images in our community. I remember when they used to bring someone from the Memphis Zoo to come in and, and show us different animals and let us pet them in class, stuff like that, stuff that really inspired you to want to do different things, grow up to be something positive and productive in our community, in society, in this country. But things have gotten so bad morally and as relates to character-wise in this country, as well as, I guess, especially in the black community, that we don't. Too many people in leadership positions, they don't respect the psychological development of children, black children. They don't. Because anytime you sit around, you let an LLE chopper, hell, you might well bring Pooh Shiesty up in there. You let a Sexy Red or Glorilla, these people who put out the worst images of any human being that could, I guess you consider to follow. Y'all bring those people in to talk to the impressionable minds of young children. I wonder when they invite Sexy Red to a Germantown elementary school, Sexy Red or Pooh Shiesty or Uzi Vert to come talk to Jewish kids in the first elementary and first and second, third grade, or Germantown Elementary or Collierville Elementary, where they invite one of these street rappers to talk about death and bitches and hoes and gangs and switches and tattoos all on their throats and face and all that kind of stuff. You think they'd bring those images to those kids? I don't think so, but I guess it's up for debate. Depends on who you are, where you are. I just don't see it happening. I've always said on my page that black people don't really care for black children. Well, I debate anybody on it. And I give you 100 examples that can back up my notion. Because we do so many reckless things when it comes to black children. First of all, we give birth to them in the ghetto, around gangs and drugs and violence, poor schools, and raggedness in the neighborhoods. Number two, now you keep inviting these weird people to come talk to your children, I'm charging the principals of these schools, the teachers, the superintendent. Maybe the superintendent doesn't know. School board, everybody who's in charge of extending invitation to people to come and supposedly inspire the kids. No, man, that's not how it was when I was growing up. They never invited. Now, when I got to Cypress, I'll say this. One time, y'all remember the group, the Fat Boys? Fat Boy, Fat Boy. They did all that shit. And they were. I think they came to Cypress to the first lunch period, but they didn't make it to the second lunch period. But that's the Fat Boys. Y'all know they didn't talk about anything negative. It was kind of like comedy. They weren't psychologically abusive to the minds of the people who listened to their music or checked out their images. But this has to stop. It has to stop. It's bad enough Memphis has leadership that gives key to the city of the rappers, key to the county of the rappers, name streets after these rappers and it's amazing. But then they complain about the crime and the anger and the low mindset of the youth in that hometown of mine. And it's not just Memphis. It's across the board in these urban cities that are majority black. It's like they do not care about the development of children. Let me tell you what this reminds me of. And to me, it's very similar. It's like when I saw that young fella reading those books and his what he wears. And little kids don't know any better. I said, it reminds me of a recruitment session. Why would somebody like that, and I think in good conscience or good intelligence, would think it was okay for him or her to show up at a school, knowing the product that they put out? There's nothing about what these rappers put out talk about. Grow up and be decent human beings. Grow up and learn how to write, learn how to read, learn how to talk, learn how to be expressive, learn how to pick a career that'll make yourself wealthy other than something that's, hold on a second. There is nothing that they talk about. No, nothing in their images, in their videos. They have guns and they got twerking, bent over chicks and tattoos everywhere and thugdom and ratchetness and gang signs and gang hands, all that gang crap. And that's who y'all invite to come talk to kindergarten, first and second grade folks. Y'all can even say, hey, Rico, they invited, what's that little dude that sang Old Town Road? Yeah, they did. But that was a mixed kind of suburban kind of school. And he wasn't talking about shooting all that, but when you listen to the song, I'm like, why would y'all invite this guy to y'all school as well? You talking about lean in my bladder and all that, that crap. But the kids laughed and they moved on past here. Even the teachers singing that's foolishness. But it reminds me when I saw him sitting there reading to the kids. It reminded me of. I said, this looks like a recruitment session. You know how we notice how the LGBT like to always include the youth in their foolishness to try to push their agenda on the minds of the young so they can already be with it. So by the time they get to middle school and high school, they're already practicing a lot of LGBT stuff. It's almost like when y'all invite these rappers to these elementary schools and these middle schools, it's like they're recruiting future customers for their brand of music. And one thing about it, those folks in the suburbs, when they try to have what's called trans reading hour at these elementary schools, that's what that reminded me of. Because they say the trans come there and try to get the kids to normalize in their minds that trans and all that stuff is normal and it's okay. That's how I look at it. When y'all have these rappers coming in to read to kindergartens and first and second grade and third grade little black kids, it's like y'all trying to put it in their minds that that's appropriate. I hope the wind is not knocking my voice out. But then when somebody grown, fully grown with intelligence, who knows how to or who knows about discernment and knows about the negative impact that music and images can have on the mind, when we're talking about it, we're called haters. And it's so interesting, I don't even have any children. I'm more concerned about the development of children than those of you with children. See, if I were a parent at that school would be sued. The school board would be sued. The principal would be fired. The teachers would be fired. Whoever had a part in that, you'd be fired. I'd never stop running my mouth on the news talking about that nonsense. They'll send them everywhere else except for the school where my child is going. You won't have nigger as an invited guest at my school where my child attends. Just like those folks in the suburbs were fighting to keep the trans from reading books to their first, second, and third grade children. That's how black people need to be about these rappers. Don't let these monsters come in y'all's damn school reading, doing nothing. Because nowhere, I haven't seen anywhere where any one of them said, you know what, I am sorry for what I put out in my image and my music. I'm changing my wicked ways. I want to apologize to the black community for, and my music talking about murdering and killing only us. Until they do that and then go and get tattoo removal, change the way they dress, change the way they talk, change the images that they push in the music, change the music, they have no business on the grounds of an elementary school. And I'm talking to you principals out there. I'm talking to you teachers. Are y'all around here upset because a teacher said, look, y'all can't go take y'all ass to the bathroom until lunchtime? Yeah, I've been keeping up. I think, I forgot what school is this, Sheffield? I think it was Sheffield. A teacher a principal was reassigned because the teachers came out and protest. The kids came out and protest because they were saying that, hey, she only said that we can go to the bathroom around lunchtime only. Well, this here's for me, in my opinion, is a reason to protest. Y'all keep bringing these monsters to come talk to your kids and you wonder why your kids get monstrous thoughts in their heads. So let's cut it out. Act like you truly love black kids, will you? Don't make any damn sense. I swear, I'll say it again. Black people act like they don't like black kids based on their behaviors. But anyway, it's your man Rico the Opinionist, Opinionist. But if you want to change your mindset, I just got two things. I got my Willie Lynch letter. If you want a copy of it, just hit me up on my Cash App, $5. I'll send you a copy of mine. It's a good copy too. Email it to you. When you send your Cash App, $ Rico Rivers MSW, please put your email address in the message box. And also I want to encourage you to go watch this video by Dr. Claude Anderson, Inappropriate Behavior. Because a lot of us act like we've lost our minds. Because we're not acting appropriately under racism and white supremacy. And Dr. Claude Anderson is the best person that could teach you how to do it. And then you can also look up some Neely Fuller videos. Yeah, white supremacy, Neely Fuller. Go check him out too. Because we're going to have to change our minds. Because right now we're acting like we're out of our minds. But y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend, your day, your weekend, your Easter weekend, Good Friday, and all of that. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.